So your question is, in what circumstances Siebel can have performance issues? Okay. So one thing, there are few rules of thumb regarding each and every design. For example, having too many MVG applets in one applet. Like for example, address is an MVG applet. Sales team members is an MVG applet. You will know very soon what is an MVG applet. If you accept, let's say, phone as an MVG, then you accept fax number as an MVG, revenue as an MVG, everything as an MVG, you're going to have some issue there, performance issues. Simply because, as you know, getting data from the simple reasons, not too many fields. Too many fields from the same table doesn't make any difference. But you know that whenever there is an MVG, it is getting data from two separate tables. Okay, MVG means two separate tables. You will learn about this thing a lot in chapter 3 as well in chapter 13, 14, 15, 16, how the tables are organized. When the system is getting data from two separate screens, a lot of data from number of different tables, it's not going to be performance tuned. So that is one thing. It will be crossing path with you every day. You should know that MVGs are a big no. In case you can say no to that, say no. In the same table, additional fields is not a problem. Then in chapter 15 or 16, you will learn a lot about extension tables and extension columns. Okay. So in Siebel, we have two types of tables: base tables in this context and extension table. There are multiple types of tables if you categorize them in different ways, right? But in this context, there are extension tables and there are base tables. So base tables start like S underscore something and they end like S underscore context. Extension corresponding extension table is S underscore context underscore X. Okay. So some attributes can be stored there. If something is stored there, now Siebel is actually, it is a single, it's a not one-to-m relationship, it's a single value field, but still it can be stored in the extension table. If it is stored in the extension table, it's a tech leads problem. If it is stored in the extension table, then Siebel will have hard time taking it out because it's actually going to two tables to get the data. Okay, so Siebel is going to hard time means performance will be a little bit impacted. It is not, so rule of thumb is for MVG, big no. Big no means 80% you should have a full resistance, but you can accept it also 20% of the times. In case of this thing,
not for everything.
In case of this thing, I would say 20% you should have resistance, 80% you can accept. It's okay. And tech leads, again, they can, and they have ways to enter data in the base table itself also, if they want to. At the end of the day, that means it becomes a tech lead's decision. Right? There are many criteria that they consider to determine whether you should go to the extension table or whether you should go to the base table. Okay? Because they can enter a custom field in the base table also if they want to. Let's say there are 80 fields right now in opportunity. Okay? They can create an 81st if they want to in the base table, or they can use the extension table. It's up to them. So 20% of times you should resist, but 80% of time you can accept if it's a single value field. If it's a multi-value field, you should have 80% resistance. Not try to let it go, because it can be a big problem down the line for you, for the application. Then there is a typical other thing, importing the files into Siebel through GUI. Remember, there is a file import feature right here.
Good export.
There is an import also. Look, this import is disabled because that requires Siebel is installed in a certain manner here. That has to be enabled first by the developers. So this import feature is famous for hanging. It hangs a lot. It makes the system hang a lot. This is one thing. Third thing is sorting. Remember we talked about it. It is very heavy on the system resources. So you should teach your users not to sort too much. You should ask them what is the reason. What transaction are you doing that you need sorting? What is your exact use case of the system? How are you planning to use the system? Why do you sort? There are a million records. Why do you need to sort? It's not going to solve your problem if you sort. So you need to ask these questions. Okay? I know it's not making too much sense to you, but I want to get it recorded. That's why I'm just speaking in a flow. So that is another big performance set. For everything like auto-generated field, how the sequencing will work, there can be a performance impact. So we will discuss it case by case basis now. Okay. So yes, performance can hit you a lot every day. Performance of the application, and you need to think about it. For example, workflows, they sometimes take a lot of time. For example, when in Siebel, when the order is submitted, you should go to SAP. They should get a confirmation and come back. We should analyze how much time it can take. It will be part of our duties as a BA. How much time it can take. We should talk to devs, developers, leads of Siebel, of SAP and middleware in this case, and try to determine what kind of time are we talking about. After user clicks the submit button, after how much time will he see the response? It is our duty to understand how much time. Okay, we should gather the requirement and we can just dictate it to the should not gather the requirements. It should take 1 second because it's not physically possible for even a developer to code such a thing in like once and get a response in 1 second. Okay. Similarly, when they click on they get account detail. They click on a button. Siebel goes and gets the credit profile of the account and comes back. You should not say it should take 2 seconds because it's not possible. 10 or 15 seconds is more like what it will take. Gather the requirement. Are you okay with 25 seconds? Tell your dev. He says 10 second work could 10 second I can get it done in 10 seconds. Right? So you say, okay, promise should be made for like 20 seconds, something like that. Try to make sure you know like this is your smartness. This is performance implications. And you need to know the various things that decide your performance. Okay? For example, in Siebel there is a thing called as VVC. Siebel GUI is supposed to get the data from database, you know, in chapter 3rd. Actually, there is a thing in technology in Siebel, the GUI of the Siebel will be getting data from some other database, from SAP database, for example. There will be hundreds of systems in a company, right? It won't be getting data from the database of Siebel, from some other place it will get the data, external source, and show it directly in Siebel. Without getting into database, the data will not come to database overall, it will simply just get directly shown in Siebel only. That's called as VBC. That is a big performance that is known to have performance issues. Okay, right? So all these things you should be promising with care. It will not cross path with you too soon when you start your career. Quite frankly, this is the last thing. Why MVG will cross path with you? You'll sitting in a meeting, they'll expect you to know. So MVG is one thing. Single value field will not cross path with you. What I mean? See, before every meeting, there is a lot of due diligence that you do. Right? At the end of the day, you're sitting there scared. Now you're making big promises. It doesn't work like that. Your project manager will be sitting beside you, Valbrit will be sitting beside you, they'll be talking these kind of things and they will raise the right expectation with the users. There will be never a thing that in the beginning of your career that someone will come and say, tell me how much time VBC will take. They will not expect you to. Another thing is this VBC question, for example, you know that even if someone asks you this question, you can always take time and performance. See, I have to talk to dev guys. This thing you just cannot determine without use. It is not only dev guys. Where will dev guy go? He will talk to Oracle admins, network admins, all these system administrators to determine how much time it should take. So dev also doesn't know the answer. He will talk to other middleware people, backend system people, backend business system people, and that's when he will know. That's how he will find out how much time this whole transaction will take. There is no way you can say anyway. So you can always take time, and you're not supposed to worry about this thing. Just don't worry about it. But it will cross paths with you very late in your career. Like after very late means 1 or 2 years that you will start to see these kind of questions being answered by you. Before that, you will be okay.